Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we're going to unbox and make a necklace using some beautiful beads from my very talented friend Heidi Blankenship. So Heidi has a sale every now and then in her Facebook group, and I will link the Facebook group in the description box below this video. Y'all need to check it out because she makes some amazing things. So I'm going to show you what I got, and we're going to make a necklace with it. So our encouraging word for today is just simply you matter, and you do. Everybody matters. You may not have anybody else in your life, but you matter. You do. If you weren't here, the world would be a different place. So we don't want that. All right, so Heidi, well, I just took it out of the bag. She sends it in this lovely little organza bag. And I love this. So she sent a little jewelry cleaning cloth. And these are very handy to have. And it's in a little bag that says Merry Christmas. So absolutely adorable. And then she always sends a thank you gift of free beads, and she always has some really cute bead mix. So we've got this tree. I love this Christmas tree. A snowflake, and look at these little bells. Those are adorable. Some little bells and some other, it looks like check glass beads, some fire polish, just a beautiful little mix that you could make something really cute with. So thank you, Heidi. These are adorable. I'm going to put them all back in the bag before I lose them everywhere. And then these are the beads that she makes. So these, oh my goodness, I thought were so pretty. Look at these snowflake beads, and they have little rhinestones in the middle. But I thought they were the prettiest color, just a beautiful, almost translucent green. Whoops. And they're finished on the front and the back. Absolutely stunning. I mean, Heidi's so talented, I gotta say. Beautiful. Look at those. So I was so happy to get those. Let me put them back in the bag, because if I don't, everything's everywhere in my room today. I really need to clean up. And then I love this. I thought this was the cutest thing ever. So this is a Grinch snow globe. And she makes these things from polymer clay and resin. So they're handmade, which is amazing. But look at the little Grinch. Isn't he adorable? I really want to make a necklace out of this and wear it home for Christmas. It's so cute. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm just looking at it through the camera and it is so cute. Love it, Heidi. I think that's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things you've ever made, just because he's so cute. And then last but not least, this is what we're going to make the necklace out of today. I ordered these. These are word beads, and they say hope, let's see, love, hope, joy, peace, and Noel. And I thought these were so pretty. They're stamped, and then they have gold mica powders on them. Oh, they're beautiful. So I'm going to use the love, hope, joy, and peace. I'm not going to use the Noel today. I'm just going to save that one for something else. But love, hope, joy, and peace. We're going to make a necklace out of this today, okay? So if you want to make the same thing, well, unfortunately, you can't make the same thing unless you have these beads, but you can make something similar. So if you have some word beads, if you have any beads, I mean, this is a simple necklace. It's not going to be hard, but I wanted to make this to wear home for Christmas, and we're leaving tomorrow. So I thought I would bring you guys along on the little creation part of it. So I've got some rondelles in a really sparkly gold color. I have some larger ones and some smaller ones. I have some Coriana chain, of course. I mean, look at this, how pretty that looks together. How could you not use Coriana chain on this necklace? I have 2 clamshell connectors, 2 crimp beads, and a toggle clasp. And that and your jewelry tools, that's literally all you're going to need. These beads are so pretty that I don't want to do a whole lot to detract from them. I just want them to be the focal of this necklace. Okay, so I'm going to put the bigger beads in between these pieces. Whoops. And then I'm going to put 3 or 4 of the smaller beads on each side, and that's literally it. I mean, I almost feel bad making a tutorial for the necklace, but I wanted you to see her beautiful beads. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use bead caps on these or not. So let me show you guys. Here's some bead caps. I have these bright, shiny gold ones, which I think would be pretty. and actually would kind of draw together the color of the chain and everything. So I think I may use these little 6mm shiny gold ones. I think they'd be really pretty in there and not take away from the prettiness of the beads. I think they'll just kind of draw everything together. So let me pick out a few of these. This is just a little container I keep here on my desk with some extra bead caps in it for reasons just like this. Okay, so I think that's probably enough. I don't know, we can pull out more if we need to. There's another one and another one. Okay, so this is super simple. All we're going to do is string this up. Okay, so I have a length of Coriana chain. I'm not sure how long I want to make this. I'm just going to string the whole thing first, and then I'll decide that in a little bit. So I'm going to start, well, I guess I'm going to have to start at the end here. So I'm going to start at the end and do, and you know, I wonder if I should do maybe some little shiny gold spacer beads in here in between these smaller. I may do that too. Hold on. And here is my container of spacer beads, or spacer type things. Let's see if I have any shiny gold in here. Is that shiny gold? It is, but it's kind of bigger than I want. I may not have any tiny ones in here. I may have to go find some. Yeah, let me look and see if I have any tiny shiny gold spacer beads, because I really think that that would be pretty even in between these rondelles. So hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, tiny gold spacer beads. Yeah, so these are like 3mm probably, and that I think is going to be really good to put in between these little rondelles, just to kind of bring in the bright gold. Okay, so I'm just putting my glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing. I never realized that I don't have my glasses on until I don't have my glasses on and I'm doing something and I can't see. So I did want to put one of these guys on first. Whoops. Okay, so we'll put our shiny gold spacer on, our rondelle, our shiny gold spacer, our second rondelle, shiny gold little spacer bead, and our third rondelle. Okay, so here's what we've got on our little chain right here. Now I'm gonna do one more tiny gold spacer bead. If I can get it on there. Okay, and then I'm going to string on this one. Okay, and then I'm going to do the bead cap. The big rondelle bead. And the bead cap. Then we're going to do the next bead. Come on, Coriana chain, I know you can go through there. Yeah, it's going through. I just have to give it a little shove, which is actually good because it'll help things stay in place on this chain once I get them all on there. Okay, then a bead cap, a rondelle bead, and a bead cap. Our next one. And you could take, if you needed to, you could take a little head pin or eye pin and try to push through. It might open that up just a little bit. This is just a tad bit thicker than those, so that's why I have to give it a little shove to get it through, but they go through just fine. Okay, there we go. Get on that bead. Okay. You just give them a little shove on down. There we go. Okay, and then we have a bead cap, a rondelle, and a bead cap, and then our last bead. And don't tell me the love bead is the one that's going to give me issues. Come on now. Let me just take a head pin and stick it, or an eye pin, whatever I've got here, and stick it through. Sometimes they get a little, yeah, there we go. Sometimes you just have to shove, you know, a little something through there. Needs to go on this way. Okay, there we go. I think it's going to go now. There we go. Okay. So we have love, hope, joy, and peace. I'm going to turn them all the correct way on there. Now when you have these on, when this is on your body, these will be laying against your body and they won't spin. You could probably put a little dab of glue there if you wanted on the ends of them, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to put a spacer on, small rondelle, spacer, smaller rondelle, spacer, smaller rondelle, and one more spacer. And then you have to kind of measure and decide where you want this to hang on you. A necklace like this, I don't like to be really long. I like it to be just kind of right around my collarbone or even a little bit below, but just not super long. So let me hold this up and see if it's about where I want it to be. Usually I can kind of guesstimate, but yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoot these in just a tad bit more. Okay. So let me see what I've got. Let me hold this up one more time. I'm sorry, guys. I want to be sure that I get it right. That's pretty close. Okay, so what I have here, and I will measure it and show you, is from my beads to the end of my chain on this end, I have 10 inches, okay? And then this portion is about 7, so that's 17, and so then I would need 10 over here. So I'm looking at about 27 inches for the entire necklace. And I may go just a tad bit smaller than that, even because by the time I put my toggle on, it's going to be a little bit longer. So I think I'm going to take about 1.5 inches off each side, and I can use that little piece of chain for earrings or something. So yeah, I'm going to go about 1.5 inches off of each side. Okay, so that makes each side about, what did I say? Was it 10 inches? I think it was 10 inches. So that would make each side about 8.5. Yeah, right around 8.5, and then our middle section here is right about 7. So that is what, 8.5 and 8.5 plus 7. You're looking at 17, about 24 inches. Okay, so that's the length of this. Now, I'm trying to spin all the little beads and just make sure that they're all kind of facing the same way. Like I said, when you have these on, they're going to lay against your body, and they're not going to move anyway, but I'm just trying to get them. Because one thing I do want to do is I want to take my, I want to take a couple of crimp beads, and I want to put them at the end of these beaded sections so they will stay, so they won't be flowing all around. So grab a couple of crimp beads, and you can use crimp bead covers too if you want to, but I'm just going to use a couple of crimp beads. Whoops. In just shiny gold. I don't think I really need the covers. They don't show up. I mean, the beads don't really show up that much, but we'll look and see here. Okay, and so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on, let it fall all the way down to my other beads. Come on now, get on there. There we go. Let it fall all the way down there. And then I'm going to push these in. I just want to make sure that I don't want it to be stick straight to where it's like a poker, but I don't want there to be any gaps either between the beads, so, and the bead caps. You want it to kind of be, you know, in there tight a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm just going to crimp it, okay? And all you're doing is flattening it. All it's doing is holding your beads in place. It's not, you know, there's no other purpose for it, so you don't have to worry about trying to crimp it like a crimp or anything like that, you know, with the little channels. Just put it on, you know, get your beads to where they don't have spaces in between, and just flatten it down. That's really all it's doing, is just holding your beads in place, okay? So there it is. Now, I'm going to finish it. And it should be pretty much even on both sides. It is. And let me hold it up one more time. I just want to make sure it's not too long. And it's not. It's pretty perfect. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and use our lobster, or our clamshells, and our toggles and everything. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your clamshell and put this through the bottom of it. I do have this chain and these clamshells on my website. If you're interested in them, they're there. And I have a lot of different metal colors, so you can check that out if you want to make a necklace like this. And then I'm just crimping that down, because literally, just like this one, its sole purpose in life is just to keep this clamshell from falling off the end of the chain. It doesn't have to be, you know, a perfect crimp or anything. It's just basically there for a stopper. Okay, so there's that one. We're going to do the same on this side. Put that one right in. Put this bead right on. Okay. And then I'm just going to move these up. And crimp it down. All right, here we go. Okay, let me get these guys out of the way. And these guys out of the way. Okay, now we need a couple of jump rings, and I'm sorry I didn't mention those. I wasn't thinking very well. So grab a couple of jump rings. You just need one for your toggle and one for your bar. One of these already has the toggle or the bar, either one, whichever you want that you want to use it for, has already got one. So I'm just going to grab one more. I did say that like in the hardest way possible, didn't I? I came around to it, but it took forever. Okay. So we're just going to attach our toggle. Just like this. And I guess I should have taken this out first. Taking this apart first. My pliers have glue on them. I really need to clean them up. That's why I'm having trouble with them. The ends have glue on them where I've done things with E6000. Okay, see it in there? I need to clean them up. Alright, we're just going to close this one up. We're going to put this one on and close it up. And that is our necklace, and it is beautiful. Heidi is so talented. I can't even, I wish I had half of the talent that she has in her body. But let's see. Make sure they're all laying the correct way. And you can spin them a little on the chain and just loosen them up a little bit, but they will, when you put them on, obviously, they're going to lay against your skin. So I will put this on a form here and show you. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our finished necklace, and oh my goodness, I love this so much. I can't wait to wear it at home. It says love, hope, joy, and peace. Let's see if I can get that in there. The camera is kind of having a hard time picking up, but it turned out really pretty. It's very minimal and just simple, but I love it, and the beads are so, so pretty. So I will link all of Heidi's information in the description box below, and you guys go check her out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!